Let me ask you this. This is a better question. Fuck the podcast. How long does his comedy career last now that he's not on the podcast? Let's get into it.
I mean, that's the thing is because he's not funny. Like, and he wasn't even podcast funny. He literally was just there to, like, laugh at Andrew Schulz's jokes. And I've watched his special. It is not funny. It's like that, being married is tough. And I can kind of see why he would have that material.
Yo, this is St. James Jackson. I'm with Andre Hashim. We are here again to give our reaction to Akaash Singh's fucking life drama. Who knows, bro? At this point, this guy is fumbling the bag, right?
It's weird to be so successful and fucking up at the same time.
It's weird, right? Like, I want to shit on him, but he makes so much more money than me.
Yeah.
For now. For now.
Right. Until they buy him out, and then he realizes that's when we were doing the math and we found out that he was making $100,000 a month.
So much money.
But then realizing that $100,000 a month is still only $1.2 million a year, which, like, for wealth is nothing. But that's $100,000 a month.
That's so much fucking money.
I know. That's like I equate all my money to how many years could I not, like, take off of work and pursue comedy full time. And that's like $100,000 with my budget is like 6 years.
Yeah. I mean, you can make $100,000. You just gotta be a cuck. That's all you gotta do.
Right. Yeah.
you just gotta be a cuck a little bit.
He was cucking with not just his wife, but also with Andrew Schulz, just playing second fiddle on the show.
Oh wow.
Being the knee slap guy.
That's so funny. Just watching him make all the jokes, huh?
Yeah. We gotta address the elephant in the room. No pun intended. Okay. As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience. He is going to be stepping away from the...
Did he show amazing resilience? I don't know. That seems a very loose way to use the word resilience. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I feel like Andrew Schulz might not know what resilience means. Or was, like, on ketamine the entire, like, for the 3 weeks after this all started. Because, we were mentioning that earlier. Like, he probably wouldn't even be in this situation had he just handled it differently from this, like a comic from the start.
I agree.
Made fun of it and then, like, made fun of himself.
Exactly.
And, like,
or don't acknowledge it. It's either two ways. To your point, he should have either doubled down or just not acknowledge it. I also think not acknowledging it would have been a good move too.
I would just say, like, I married for looks. Yeah. My wife is dumb. She doesn't realize what she's doing. But it's like, it's fine. But, like, I think you make fun of the situation that, like, I'm not a great looking guy. I'm very successful. Like, she probably likes me for my money, but that's fine because I don't like her for her brain. I just like her for her looks.
Exactly.
Or something. But, so I'm curious how the not acknowledging it would work. Because, like, isn't that almost where it would, like, make more of an issue, like, in the comments and stuff? Or how do you see that working?
I think it's like almost like I don't know, like on some Trump shit, bro. Just don't acknowledge it and y'all just start talking about aliens and shit. That's what I do, bro. Just get on the podcast, like, you know what we're gonna talk about? You know what? We support the war in Iran. Let's talk about the real issues, bro.
Just get more controversial or something like that. Exactly. They'd have to have, like, Benjamin Netanyahu on or something like that. That's actually that would be a good double. That would make people forget. That would. But then he would still end up in the same place where he's losing $100,000 a month. I think after that. I don't know. Their fans some of them might be fine. All right.
It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that.
First week this is happening, she goes, you know what, baby? God knows what's true. We know what's true.
That's right.
What else matters? Who cares what anybody thinks? And I was like, I care. What are you talking about? Were you crazy?
I don't know. I don't feel like things really faze you like that, so I couldn't gauge if it really hurt.
I was deeply fazed.
But what hurt you about?
I just want to let you know.
What hurt you is crazy. Did she not do any of her research? It's a crazy take. What hurt you about your wife going around saying she was popping it down for everybody?
Yeah.
What about that? What about your wife saying that she was a whore in college hurt your feelings?
Well, and it's not I feel like, you know, there's
for sure.
There's lots of whores in college.
I agree. That's not
but it's the fact that his whole thing is that they were virgins when they got married.
Exactly.
And like, your whole marriage is maybe based on a lie, and like, how did that hurt you? Like Mike Vrabel's wife, like how could this possibly hurt you? Even if it's an arrangement you have, how could the public shame?
Oh, you think he's also in the open? You think Mike Vrabel's in the open marriage?
Yeah, because they I think met when he was a player, and he also was like apparently like a player. He was a huge, giant, psychopath, good-looking guy, and they were winning tons of Super Bowls. Yes. So he probably got the free pass from as a player, where it's like just out like don't make me look like an asshole. Yeah. Like maybe don't do it in Boston.
Exactly.
You can do it when you're not here.
Don't bring it home type shit.
But then that's also like probably don't get into a 7-year relationship and maybe knock up. Like maybe actually be in love with her. And then the same with the husband. I think that situation is a little parallel to this, because I think Rossini's husband, I feel like must have like a shame or cuck fetish type thing. Because it's like a lot of like high-powered businessmen. If you talk like sex workers, they're like into that role reversal. But probably also the same thing where it's like, don't fall in love with, or maybe even it is that. Maybe because it's like some of the shaming is like, dude, it gets to like the financial shit. They want women to bankrupt them, and it like gets them off. So it's like there's a world where I understand kind of all of it. It's just that we're also a very like buttoned up society.
Exactly. So what was your point to this? You said it kind of translates to this.
Oh shit. The Akaash thing. Where like I feel like probably part of it is maybe he actually is turned on by like kind of getting cucked and her treating him like shit. And like but again, it's also like
I can see that
there's a public shaming aspect to that kink and stuff like that. So but that's also maybe what you were saying is like, maybe just say that. Guys, I get off when, like, the more my wife makes fun of my penis, the more my penis comes. Like, I'm sorry, that was a lot.
Yeah, and he's probably a little delusional in the sense of he probably secretly knows what it is, but I don't think he wants to acknowledge it. And it might be like, 'cause I see your point, but I guess my thing is it maybe he's accepting that's just what comes with that relationship because she's so out of my league. Also, the fact that he thinks anytime if the relationship starts on the premise that you think she's out of your league, it's just never gonna work.
Yeah.
Even if she is out of your league looks wise, here's the thing, we're not red pill guys, but even then, with that regard, okay, she looks better. You're bringing money to the table. The league is not even out.
Or funny. I mean, he's not. I don't find him funny. But hypothetically, that's. I mean, that's a lot of my relationships have literally been contingent. On me being kind and being funny.
Exactly.
Because I have nothing to offer.
Exactly. Me too, and even coochie.
Yeah. Well, right. Yeah. That's part of the kindness. I forgot that we're a comedy podcast and we can say things like that.
I don't know. We might. We don't make any money yet, so I'm let it rip while we can.
Like I know the periphery of Akaash's fan base, which is, I will say, more of the podcast fan base, and his comedy fans are not like that. It's more the podcast fan base that I don't think really resonate with him, because a lot of them are like really racist and right wing. We're brown girls being opinionated, and
in that 1 second, with that one sentence, you lose $100,000 a month.
Woo! So quickly. You asked me before we started recording what I would do, and I don't know. Hopefully, I feel like I wouldn't be in the situation. But if I was in this situation, the one thing I wouldn't do is let her then proceed to go on another podcast 2 to 3 months later and go, his fans are just racist and incels. It's nothing I said. They're just clearly, they don't like when brown women talk. It's not that I went on a podcast that's based on the principle that I'm being vulnerable but funny at the same time.
Right.
It's not that they could made a honest interpretation that the things I'm saying might be real, because at no point did I make it known that I'm trying to be mostly funny.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it's still show business, right? Like you can do a thing where it's like, look, yeah, we acknowledge maybe a lot of the fans of the podcast are racist, but that fucking puts a shitload of money in our bank account.
That's a good point too.
So like, let's let's tone it back for a little bit, and like, look, let's just like get a big stash. Like probably the podcast probably wasn't gonna last like that much. I mean, it might last a lot longer, but it's like,
I mean, they're a big podcast.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. This is a better question. Fuck the podcast. How long does his comedy career last now that he's not on the podcast? Let's get into it.
I mean, that's the thing is because he's not funny. So, like, and he wasn't even podcast fun. He literally was just there to like laugh at Andrew Schulz's jokes, and like, and I've watched his special. It is not funny. It's like that old, like, being married is tough, and I can kind of see why he would have that material. But like, he's big because of the pod. I think you brought this up that he probably does have two kind of separate audiences where he's probably getting a lot of like Indian fans at his shows. But are those still guys though that also I wonder if they lost respect for him as well through, because that can also be like a kind of a male dominated like culture. So
Indian culture. Very.
Also,
not people. We do not talk about this. Maybe we do. Yeah. Also, a very misogynistic culture.
Yeah. Very, very much so. I kind of always had like tried to do jokes about that. Of like, it's crazy how misogynistic Indian guys are with like having like vegan bone structure.
90 pounds.
It's like you can't. I have to dial it back to shake your hand, and you're treating your wife like that, like. Like the gall. Anyways, what do you think though about his career? Because it is huge right now.
I want to be honest with the fans we don't have yet. I have not watched enough of his comedy. I do trust your comedy insight, so if you don't think highly of him, I probably won't. But the thing I've seen, it seems like when I watch the clips, it's like seems like he does like a watered down Andrew Schulz impersonation as far as like just crowd work and that type of shit, which is fine. I mean, that's the game, but I've never seen him tell a joke. I think the one joke I've seen him tell I wasn't impressed, but it's just one. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That might be the one. I just every time I think of his comedy, I just hear fellas, because that's how he opened like 80% of his jokes on his special was like. It's like that, hey, fellas, this is what you gotta do when you're married, and it's like that's also what's so crazy is his whole thing is based on this relationship. Yeah,
which is crazy because you would think, come on, let's get into it. Let's talk ball, my friend. You would think if your whole fucking thing is like marriage and being like the like good relationship, like progressive but like manly man type guy, you would think the pivot wouldn't be to quit this podcast. Because now we know you're a fucking liar. Yeah. So to then only do stand-up where, like, we can't respect your material, that's like a crazy pivot, right? You would think the real pivot would be to like, fuck it, let me get divorced and let me double down on being a red pill guy. You would think that would be the out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like, it's, especially because it's like, it is weird to get to a point of success where you can just be like, oh, I'm just going to be a family man with that. But it's also like, I don't know, like it's your whole, like, he's been at comedy for years, right? And it's so hard to get a stand-up, to make money doing stand-up. You have this thing now that allows you to, like, be whatever you want as a stand-up. I don't know.
To your point, it also sucks because even though we like
divorce her and still keep dating, but like for the public face or something, be like, I had to I have to break up. Yeah. And
you would think I would have thought the move would be get divorced and like give her the money she's gonna take, because she's gonna take a lot of it. But you're making such good money from the podcast. It might not have peaked yet, or even if it did peak, if it plateaus right here for a while, you'll make it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't give you a kid. So you don't have to pay child support. It's no real, it's alimony, but not as much because it's no kid, right? I don't know enough about that.
Yeah, no, I think, like alimony goes up probably also if you're a parent.
Exactly.
But without both of those,
so you want to cut off a nice check now, but you'll get it right back on the other end. Yeah. And just call it a day.
It's, but I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, because I get it if it's love. I get if it's like true love.
If it's love. So, do you think it could be love? I mean, I can see it. Like, I think he's in love. That's what sucks about this. I think he's in love. And I'm not even trying to, like, I don't want this to come off as like trying to hate, but I'm not hating. We're not hating on women. I don't think she's indicative of every lady.
No, not at all.
Not at
like,
all.
I think that's why it's such an outlying thing of like, it's all so disrespectful.
Yes.
I do not think, and I think probably like 95% of women wouldn't do this.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes it so egregious, right?
Yeah, well, just because, right, it's not even a male or female thing. It's just a dick thing to do. To, like, I've talked about, like, past relationships on podcasts, but I try to frame it in a way, especially that where, like, someone dating me wouldn't get their feelings hurt by what I'm talking about. Like, you do have to just protect the sanctity of your relationship a little bit.
A little bit. Especially when people can't tell if you're joking or not.
Yeah.
They don't like opinionated women, but the misogyny was like really crazy. Obviously, we know it exists in our society, but to see it so rampant and like full force and just like unapologetically there.
Stay the fuck off these podcasts. Don't be on these mother podcasts.
See, the thing is,
I ain't gonna lie to you real quick. Schulz is dirty for this one, though. To get on this podcast, and honestly, as a comedian, as a podcaster, as a man who's been in showbiz long enough, he did the stereotypical, not stereotypical, the unspoken truth, which is you set somebody else to say something you can't say. And he let Charlamagne say what he couldn't really say, which is why he's dirty as fuck for this.
Yeah, that's why he's laughing so hard.
Hard, yes. And then he gets to go back to Akaash, to your point. He's like, what? Charlamagne said it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It's a comedy podcast. He said it. Yeah, I laughed my dick off the whole time, but I didn't say it. I didn't say it at all. It's wild. He's dirty for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I completely... It's weird because it's almost like... Sometimes I feel like guys forget the internet exists and that people have, like, memories. Because I'm like, this clip opened with them on the podcast being like, Akaash is so resilient and stuff like that. We support him fully. And then, like, literally there's this, not supporting him fully. But it's like, we see this. There's this hard mashup here. And like, how do you not know that, like, Akaash isn't going to see this, that all your fans aren't going to see this and know exactly what you just said. Like,
because he's fake. That's my problem with Schulz. He's fake as a fucking $3
I have been waiting for his black scent to come out.
Influencer. Okay.
It's official, Akaash Singh has quit Flagrant. After months of hiding while his wife did interview after interview making everything worse, Andrew Schulz finally confirmed on yesterday's episode that Akaash is stepping away from the podcast to focus on stand-up. If you haven't been following this saga on this channel, Akaash's wife, Jasleen, started a podcast, said some of the wildest shit imaginable about her dating history and her obsession with another man, humiliated Akaash in front of millions of people, and then doubled and tripled down across multiple interviews when the backlash hit, instead of keeping her mouth shut and disappearing from the internet. Instead, her husband's the one who disappeared,
Are we
and now
Schulz
it's
now?
official.
We just let
He ain't
podcast
coming
fans say the
back.
misogynist
Flagrant
thing
tried
we
to
didn't
address
want
it
to.
last year by bringing Leslie on the show in what I called the worst episode in Flagrant history.
Oh, this was
Shortly after that,
insane,
you
though,
guys-
when they had her on the pod.
Yeah, but this is the point I was making to you, which is like, like, how would you keep quiet? That's a good pushback. But my other side to it, where I was like, you should double down. They should have clowned her. Like, this would have been the out, which is, especially coming on some real, let's talk real. Like, okay, tell her, ahead of time, like, hey, Akaash got to get his back in. You're going to be the butt of the joke for the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's going to make him look better than you shut your mouth a little bit. And they should have just went in on her. Like, that would have been the move, but to sit here and try to explain it away.
Right. That was the bad move.
Yeah,
being like, okay, let's all try to put out the fire.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is one of those things where it's like, okay, as comedians, we roast the shit out of each other. We can be like, say the like very brutal things, and they're funny, but they could otherwise be hurtful. Yeah. You want to be in the comedy entertainer podcast space, you're gonna have to get roasted a little bit. For this. And I'm gonna get roasted. They're gonna roast the shit out of me, but you have to get roasted too.
Exactly.
And
that's a good point. They should have been like, that would have been a good time to.
You're one of us now, but
yeah, exactly. Like that would have been, you hit on head. Like they should have brought it in like we're gonna humble you. Behind the scenes, of course, you tell her, hey, you're gonna be humble. We don't mean it as jokes, but this, you made him look bad. For the sake of his career, we gotta make you look a little bad. We're not gonna overdo it. But we're gonna walk the line a little bit. And if they would have came out, especially if they let Akaash get a few points at, like a few jabs back at her, I think the fans would have had to be like, okay, it's one for one, we call it a day.
It's comedy.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be real.
It does not have to be real. That's a good point.
This is fucking. We're a different version of pro wrestling. Like, why does reality have to exist on this thing? Like you said, have a conversation backstage. Yo, we're all playing characters here, and your character is gonna get roasted. Don't worry, we don't actually mean it. We love you.
Exactly. But this, to your point, for them to come out like, no, let's explain away the horseshit that is clearly horseshit.
Yeah.
Bad move.
Has voted Akaash the lolcow of the year for 2025, and then he just disappeared. I also covered his first interview back a few weeks ago, where he basically told us exactly what was about to happen, and in my last video, I predicted that he wouldn't be coming back to Flagrant because of the things he was saying in that interview.
But do you feel like, how do I say this? I don't want to say it's like, is it on site or are you evolved at this point?
There's certain people that it's like, I don't know if it's on site or what, but it's like, I think God will give you yours, and you know, that's kind of what
you're like 5'3".
I kind of try to remember that, but there's a side of me that's like, maybe it's a short guy thing, but I really identify with like Kendrick Lamar, where it's like, if we want beef, I'll destroy everything, I'll burn everything. There's a little part of me that's pre-therapy.
No, we don't want that.
That's like, I don't care about the money, I don't care about whatever. You came at my wife, let's just burn it all down.
You know you need to thank her, right?
All the time. I buy her nonstop things.
Bro,
Sweetie,
what burning are we talking about?
Thank you so much for making us poor. You know, honestly, it's like it's gonna build character. It'll bring us closer together.
You know, it's funny. He's probably at the crib. Like, you know what really excites me about you? When you ruin my career, it just really makes my dick hard. Like, it really gets me off when I have to quit all this easy money I was making. You know what's funny? I want to see. I don't wish this upon him, but now that he ain't making that money, I mean, she can't keep buying all these shoes, and she might have to go get a job at some point. But you think she finna like that?
Well, she's gonna have tremendous podcast success. We can see.
You know what? You're right, man. Let me not sleep on the talent in the family, the real talent in the Akaash family.
Oh man, it's crazy to be like, I'm gonna also just jump into this comedy space.
This is
like, you gotta go to open mics and stuff like that, even if you're gonna do podcasts.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. And here's the thing, I do think Schulz was dirty for letting Charlamagne get that off. But with that being said, Charlamagne was right. It is that prime example. Like, why do you need to do comedy? Is it because you see me do comedy? And because you probably don't respect me, because you see me doing it, you think you can do it, because now you think it's easy because I'm doing it. This that.
Oh yeah.
This
that. I didn't think about that.
That's exactly what it is. She sees him. She doesn't have that much respect for him. He's making hand over fist over money. Just be honest. He probably works hard, but relative to like other careers, he's not working that hard. He probably does a little research, shows up, writes a little bit, calls it. You know. So she's watching this and like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then she starts to do it, and she fucks everything up. And I would bet a lot of money it comes out of she doesn't respect him. So then she doesn't respect him.
So she thinks it's easy.
Yes.
Yeah. Oof.
Because the only thing that got burned down was your own career. And you didn't even do that. Your wife, Jasleen, did. He says he doesn't care about the money, doesn't care about whatever. Well, isn't that convenient? Because you just gave up the biggest revenue stream you've ever had. And it wasn't even your choice. Your wife made that choice for you. Like, this whole thing is just so wild. He's talking all hard about it being on site, and then he quits Flagrant altogether.
Oh God, yeah.
That actually got to him when Jasleen told him God knows what's true, and
talking
that should be
so hard. That's the other thing too about with his comedy special is in his comedy. If you were to believe him in his comedy special, like yes, his wife is annoying and whatever, but he has like the sexual power in the relationship, but he is like still like kind of like red pilly in that like he's I'm the man of the house still or whatever, and it's like none of it is like it's so not real, like
it's a facade, and which is why like I think I said
that's
that
the only
earlier.
part that's not real. If you're gonna do more shit that's not real, stick to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, man, but he probably had to leave the podcast because what was the point you made earlier about Indian people don't get divorced?
Oh yeah, like I mean, and who knows with them because they're like American, but like yeah, like it's still
right.
I feel like predominantly a traditional society, and I mean it's very analogous. But like I've known a few like I have a few Indian friends. Their parents tend to like hate the shit out of each other and stay married for 60 years, and because a lot of them also arranged marriages, so it's like
that's just what you do.
But it's their culture also to not get divorced. So like yeah, I wonder. Here, if it's like if they are like that tied to the culture where he has to pick family, but that's also
that's where like I'm gonna say something I never thought, but that's one of the things he should take a page out of the white Judeo-Christian American book. It's like, bro, once you get rich, you don't gotta do none of that shit, bro. You just say you do it. You do what you really want to do, bro. All that shit is you pay lip service to it, you know. You I don't honestly.
No. That's a.
I'm like, this is not. I don't know. I don't even know what. I gotta read a book. I don't know what he is. Hindu, Muslim, whatever.
I think Hindu.
Hindu. You know what I'm saying? You say you are. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
Yeah. No. I mean that's who. Because also, I think his wife is probably doing that.
Jesus.
Because it doesn't.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
She seems to have clearly not been a virgin, so she's playing a character. Again, they just both need to stay in character the whole time.
Enough. He straight up said, "I care. What are you talking about, bitch? Are you crazy?" Which is probably the most honest thing he's said in years. But then he pivoted into this whole narrative about how fame is a monster, the internet is full of terrible people who need to find a better existence, and God was showing him what really matters. The cope is wild. His career has been completely destroyed, and he's acting like it's divine intervention. And don't even get me started on that bullshit about how he should be thanking her. That's the kind of logic where your girl sleeps with all your buddies and then tells you that you should be thanking her for proving they weren't your real friends. I don't even know what that is. It's not even toxic. It's just straight up evil. But like I said, Andrew Schulz announced that Akaash was hanging up the podcast mic and wasn't coming back to the Flagrant podcast he founded with Schulz almost a decade ago because this whole experience with...
You didn't even have a goodbye pod. He wasn't even there for this one to say goodbye, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's the part in terms of if you agree. That's the part that kind of made me feel a little bad for the guy. I'm like, damn, you didn't even get a goodbye. Your goodbye pod was your wife pretending like she, bro.
That was the last.
That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough cookie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I like I said, I feel almost a little bad for the guy because, like, damn, man. I mean, he built this. This is his baby, and you gotta know because the one thing, I mean, is that I'm not a big fan of his comedy, but I would assume the guy loves it, and I would bet a lot of money he loved this podcast. So they have to walk away. Bro, I ain't lying. Can you imagine? I have to wake up and looking at this bride, knowing like, bro, every time you wake up, you gotta be like, man. You lost me $1 million a year, bro.
Well, especially because like this shit is hard, and unless you have rich parents, you're going to struggle financially, essentially until you make it.
Yes.
Like you make no money.
Yes.
And then you will make lots.
Yes.
But there's 10 years, like 5 to 10, depending on how fast you go, but like of no money, very poor.
Yes.
So to have this. You fucking sacrificed so much, sleeping on and in New York too, sleeping fucking 5 people to a 2-bedroom apartment and stuff. Like, I think he's talked about that where they it was like a college dorm where there's like 2 dudes sleeping to a room and shit. You're doing that for 10 years, grinding your ass off. And then you finally make $1 million a year, and then it lasts, and it could, it would drive
then your
me
trophy
insane.
wife lost you, then your trophy wife lost you your trophy.
Yeah, and then she's gonna leave him when he doesn't have any more money.
His wife humiliating him to the world has made him realize that he should be focusing on his stand-up comedy career instead.
But the experience has put things in perspective for him. And he's made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. You know, we wish that he did not want to do that. But at the same time, you know, it's very hard not to root for your friends, you know, literally living.
At the same time, we will divide up this extra 6 figures between you.
Now it's 3 of us?
Yeah.
Not 4? That's a big
his
raise.
dreams, and if he feels he's got to give everything to that, then that's exactly what he's got to do, and we're going to rock with him. We hope you guys continue to rock with him. Go check out the show. We saw the show Radio City. It's phenomenal. You guys should absolutely go check it out. AkashSingh.com for tickets. So we just wanted to, you know, clear the air. Akash hasn't been on the pod for a while. We thought it was time that we, you know, talk to you guys about it. Thoughts, boys?
Just that silence.
So there it is, Schulz confirming what everybody already knew, but even Schulz is framing this as if it was some sort of spiritual awakening, as if Akaash went on a soul-searching retreat to the mountains and did yoga, came back with post-nut clarity. The experience was his wife telling the internet she wanted to ride her friend's husband's 10 inches while Akaash watched. That's the experience that puts things into perspective. And the whole pitch about he's made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up, actually, let me come back to that because you guys have to see this. Imagine you started a podcast with your buddy 10 years ago, put out over 700 episodes, built one of the biggest and most profitable Patreons in the world, bringing in 6 figures a month each, and then when you decide to move on, this is all you get. 3.5 minutes followed by, so anyway.
It's bittersweet because this is my brother. I love him. I was here day 1 of this podcast, and it's like, all right, we were started together and together. Bad boys for life.
Yeah.
Gay shit.
Man, there was just something about that smile where I did feel like he, like, I don't know, or like kind of is like, this is, I love him, but this is also very funny to me. He's smiling so much through this, like, or like what you said, I'm
proud
knows
of
how
him.
much
I'm just so proud, like, being at Radio City and just seeing, like, just everybody was animated, like they loved it, like I'm just proud of him. And I think back to when we surprised him when I came home from Sweden.
Oh yeah, his reaction was incredible.
His reaction, like, he didn't even care the cameras were there, jumped up, gave me the biggest bear hug.
This is literally conversations you have when someone dies and you're like reminiscing about like stories about like something goofy they did, or it's like, oh, remember that time you like bailed us out of jail or something? It's like literally like you're at the wake, they're in black suits and ties right now.
Like, well, I think they know his career died.
That's the wake. Oh no. Yeah, they know.
Like, I ain't know he was that strong.
Yeah, for those of you guys, maybe newer listeners, Alex got locked up when we were on tour in Sweden, and we didn't tell Akaash that he got out.
Yeah.
And then there's an earlier episode where he just bursts in the room, and Akaash sees him for the first time, thinking he was in jail the whole time, and Akaash just goes crazy, and it was just pure love. It was beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love you, brother, but, you know, we'll see each other, so it's all good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool to see all the
that is
he's selling out.
100%
and everything that he's doing. I remember even when I very first came to New York.
I love you, bro, but you know, I'm richer now.
And he was talking about this exact thing. You know, he's like, yeah, man, like the pod's cooking, but like I want to be that guy. And then now he's doing all the stuff that he said. Yeah. And yeah, it's just really exciting. Like as a comic, I think we can understand. It's like, yeah, dude, you have an opportunity. I mean, he's gonna be an MSG like soon.
Go get it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna keep going out from here, but we'll see.
memories. Yeah.
Well,
but listen, go out and support Akaash.
If he is, it's all that stuff has probably been booked for a bit. Like I feel like those stadium tours probably got to get booked like a year in advance or something, right?
Yeah.
So he probably still might have some ascension, only just because it was already in the works. But yeah, it'll be
interesting.
Man, go send him some messages, show him some love, dude. Yeah, he's the man. He's getting after it, and he's going to continue to crush it.
Yeah, go get a ticket to the show. If there's tickets left.
Yeah.
And
never heard one person.
I guess now for Indian representation on the podcast.
Seriously,
it's got to be Alex.
Yeah, Alex can take it.
Okay. Don't do that.
Well, at least they got the knee slapping.
Please do the rest of the pod. Please do it. You flying back tonight?
That whole segment played out like a funeral for someone who's still alive. They were channeling strong crush of vibes right
good
there.
times.
But
We
there's a
going for
version
dinner
of
tonight.
this where they're actually honest, where Schulz says the Jasleen situation made it impossible for Akaash to come back because every single comment is just roasting the shit out of him. Where they acknowledge that his wife torched his relationship with his own audience and the only option left was for him to leave. That version doesn't exist because that would require admitting that the Flagrant episode where they brought Jasleen on the show trolled their audience about how ridiculous the whole thing was and pretended it was all one big misunderstanding completely failed. And now that episode looks even worse than it did at the time because it wasn't a big misunderstanding after all. If it was, Akaash wouldn't have quit the show. He would have just ignored it and kept showing up until all the chatter died down. So clearly it wasn't this big troll. There's some deeper issues there that Akaash realized he needed to sort out because even just a few weeks ago, he was still lying to himself about what actually happened.
I didn't realize in the space that you function in podcast world, because you guys are very, very famous, I didn't realize people were giving your wife a hard time for standing up for you or having an opinion.
No, she said shit that if I said it, everybody would say it was a joke. And she and I because we've only had sex with each other.
Standing up for you.
That was a stretch.
By calling his fans racist.
Yes.
After talking about how she wants to fuck her friend's husband in front of him, and then also potentially that she had lied about being a virgin. Yeah. So she did that to defend him.
Really stood up. Really stood for his honor. Really fought for his honor on that one. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. That was
Please never fight for my honor. Please. I don't know. Whatever the opposite of that is.
Yeah. With wife like these, why do you need whores?
Oh man.
She and I have a relationship where it's like, I don't give a what you say. She can give a what I say.
It was bizarre to me because I'm like, my husband can go on stage and literally has a joke in his special about getting a hooker isn't cheating, it's just outsourcing, which I really don't care. I think it's a funny joke, but it's if I say something that's equally, raunchy, then I'm a whore or all these things.
This is crazy how far this has gone. And everything she gets said, y'all are chopping up. And
it's not about her being a whore.
It's the gaslighting is crazy, bro. It's nuts. What's the context? He is going on stage to do stand-up comedy. You are on the podcast, which is fair. If the podcast was clearly meant to be absurd and comedy related, you are right. You're trying to be like guys we fuck. The underlying statement of guys we fuck are women who are able to embrace their sexual feminine ways and be confident. And yes, we're funny at the same time, but we are also saying our truth because we want to be equals in a sexual manner, which is fair. But if that's the concept you're going for, when you are saying these things, it is implied that these are true things. What are we talking about here? At no point was you everything I'm saying are just jokes.
Right, yeah, there's no... Exactly. It's rooted in a thing of personal experience.
Yes.
So it's unless those were lies, they didn't seem like lies.
That's what I mean.
It doesn't seem like you're doing comedy. It seems like you're trying to put a spin on the truth.
Yes. Here's the thing. If it'd be one thing, I don't think the internet is this bad. I don't know about you, but I play because this is how when this all started to happen. This is when I was still dating my ex. I played some of this for my ex, the most feminist, pro-woman lady you can meet. She was like, "This is wild." She was like, "This is wild." I played it for. I talked to this with some of my female comedian friends. They all think this is crazy. Nobody's like, "Oh, she's clearly joking."
I mean, that's like in a lot of these compilation videos. I like reading the comments. There's like a lot of like, I'm an Indian woman and this is disgraceful. Please don't like think that we're all like, and it's, I mean, that's like within their whole milieu, they're saying it. So it's like, yeah, I guess like it's nice to read the comments and then be like, oh, okay, I'm not being a misogynist for thinking this is
not at all
weird.
This is wild, bro.
Done this with 1,000 famous people, so I don't knock the people who did it.
Sure.
She just kind of kept that energy. She was like, whatever y'all think about me is whatever y'all think about me. I know who I am. God knows who I am. That's it.
See, this is what kills me. Akaash's whole...
I ain't like, bro. When niggas started talking about God knows I am, bro. You know you cooked when you gotta start like God knows my heart. When God knows your heart, you cooked, bro.
Defense has always been that Jasleen isn't a comedian, so when he says wild shit on stage, it's a joke, but when she does it, people just don't understand. Except she wasn't trying to be funny. She was dead serious on her podcast talking about another dude's 10-inch wang. And then in that other interview, she's comparing herself to Akaash's stand-up material, saying that if he can joke about getting hookers, then she should be able to say whatever she wants. That's not how this works. He's a professional comedian performing material on stage. She went on a podcast nobody asked for and humiliated him in front of millions of people. Those are not the same thing. And then Akaash nearly had a moment of self-awareness where he admitted he's done the exact same thing to 1,000 famous people, chopping up their clips, making fun of their worst moments. But it sailed right over his head. He couldn't connect the dots between what he does for a living and what was being done to him. Not to mention his whole stand-up act is based around doing relationship-style crowd work and roasting couples in the crowd. And his wife's whole energy throughout all of this was just, I know who I am, God knows who I am, that's it. As if the internet was the problem and not the thing she was actually saying on camera. She completely gaslit him into believing that she's the victim, and look, he bought it. None of this shit makes sense. Let's just get out the logic here for a moment before I get into Schulz and Charlemagne roasting Akaash and Jasleen. So, she starts a podcast with her friend, comes out and says all this wild shit about her sexual fantasies, about her history.
And then they had to falling out.
With other guys.
Oh, right. Didn't that
she had a
podcast break
roster
up
of
already?
fat boys that
So
she
they
used to
lost
look up
all this
with.
money from
She
that.
started posting first trap cringe on Instagram and TikTok of a day in the life of a rich comedian.
Dude, Flagrant's been going for what, 7 years? Did they go for 7 weeks on the other one?
Oh, 7 days, baby. Oh,
holy shit.
Yeah, and this is why I was gonna pause it for this earlier. As much as I want to feel bad for Akaash, and I feel a little bad for the guy, he also, here's the thing, I don't like the guys he came at. I agree with them for the things he came at them for.
Yes.
But he was making a name and a living off of coming at people crazy.
Yes.
And some of his crowd work is coming at people crazy. Which is a fair game to you. But it is like, bro, when this shit comes out, and it's like you're not at all the man you pretend to be, you got to take that. You got to take that L. You do. And I think that's, I don't think this is for surely the truth. That's why he had to sit down, because he couldn't take that L. He knew he's clearly a hypocrite on multiple fronts.
Which is, it's crazy, because I feel like that's like almost like one of the roots of comedy, is that like if you give it out, you gotta, like, if you dish it out, you gotta be able to take it.
And I also just feel like, and maybe money would do this to you, and like maybe because I'm still poor enough where I don't mind being humbled, but I also think it's something to be said about, I guess his thing, he would have to divorce his wife, so maybe that's the part he don't want to do, but I guess it's something to be said like, you know what, bro? You caught me. I'm a bitch. Let me lock in, bro. Y'all got me. My wife is full of crap. Or maybe not. Or maybe I learned something about it. I will address this in my private. But I'm going to take a step back from being fast about giving judgments to other people. I don't know why that to me seems to never be on the table with these people. Like, you know what? Fuck it.
Growth. Growth and accountability.
When you put it that way.
But yeah, you're right. Like right now, we're in the position where we do have to be like grow and be accountable, or else we will not get anywhere. But yeah, I guess when you're safe from that. Yeah. But that is that's so funny. Just refusing to grow in any way.
Housewife and her flirting with her physiotherapist while her ass was out on show. She refuses to kiss Akaash in public, turned her face to the side even when he proposed to her, and then made up some bullshit excuse when she was on Flagrant. Everyone clipped it up and said that she was out here humiliating her husband.
Just does not like
Akaash defends her publicly, but apparently behind the scenes he was telling her to stop. Instead, she doesn't listen. She doubles down, then triples down, refuses to stop humiliating him. It gets so bad that he disappeared for a few months to focus on his stand-up. Meanwhile, the Flagrant comment section is 99% Akaash trolling in every single episode. He realizes he's not beating this, and so he quits the podcast. And somehow,
also, I bet it was, I think we were talking about this, I don't remember who said it, but that, like, he quit, yes, but I feel like there had to have been pressure from the guys also to be like, dude, like, at least, like, the way you handled it is, like, kind of, if you stay, you're going to ruin our thing. Like, you're going to make us also look like assholes because of this. And so, like, we don't want to get...
They pulled them aside, like, hey, man, you're bad for the brand.
Right, yeah. You can't have their brand and one of your guys be, like, the way he handled it. Again, like, right, if he's, like, the way you said, then maybe there is a route for that. But, like, the way he did it, doing it, like, kind of like a pussy, like, it ruins the brand. And which is then even more, like, we support him. Even those guys just be like, we had to tell him to go, because it's like, we can't have any bitches on this podcast. Fucking just someone tell the truth or lie. Just lie all the way through or tell the truth. Everyone's going back and forth. Anyways.
Through all of that, his wife Jasleen is the victim. Bro threw away over $100K per month so his wife could express herself on fucking Instagram. As for Schulz, he's acting all supportive of Akaash, giving him space and letting him do his thing. But at the time, he told all of us what he really thought about this whole situation.
We talking about pleasuring our wives over here, man. Just tell us what's up, man.
It's
all good. Hey, man, just tell us what's up.
What happened, man? Akaash wife, man, you want to not be married? What happened, bro?
Yo, when you locking it down, yo? When you locking it down?
What happened?
Man, I'm never going to tell the world. I ain't going through that shit. That shit is crazy.
What happened?
I didn't realize we had Akaash's picture.
I don't like what they've been doing to Akaash the past few weeks, man.
Yo, free Akaash, man. Free Akaash. Free Akaash.
I haven't seen this.
Keep your wife off the internet.
Why does your wife have a microphone in her face? Do not allow your wife to start a motherfucking podcast, bro.
Yes.
Okay, there can be one entertainer in this family, and it shall be me. I'm the comedian. I'm out here on this road. I'm out here getting the money. Let me use some of this money to help you do some other things, yo. Because you don't need a microphone in your face because you're going to fuck around and ruin us. All right.
Or you could just not talk about being...
They call her chicken curry.
Yeah, do the podcast. But don't be like, I probably lied to my husband about the fact that we were both virgins when we were married. Like, you could probably even give inside info on, like, problems you're having in your marriage and shit.
So many other ways she could have went. Like, not the fact that she had a podcast, even though her not having a podcast would solve all of these issues.
Yeah.
But it's not the podcast, it's what she proceeded to say on the podcast.
Yeah. Be an artist. Podcast.
Damn. Why would she say that?
That's a good point. So we had those conversations.
What the?
Go watch the episode.
My brothers.
Clears up a lot of shit.
My brothers.
And also she just acknowledges, like, yo, that was stupid. Like, I shouldn't be sharing that. I can see why the audience thought it was this thing. Like, there was a lot of
delete the podcast.
Delete ours?
No more influencing. No, I'm talking about her.
Oh, we're working on it.
No influencing. I don't want you don't let your wife be influencers. Don't let your wife be podcasters, man. Stay the fuck off these podcasts. Don't be on these podcast. Don't be an influencer, okay?
I know she wouldn't do it, but suppose your wife said to you, listen, me and my friends, we have these great conversations together.
Absolutely not. Getting on a podcast, trying to make jokes, and I'm the comedian?
Yes.
Yeah. You sure made him laugh.
Crazy.
You made him laugh the last few weeks. You gave the internet hella content.
A lot.
No, man.
That is true.
Hella
I have
content.
been laughing.
Oh, no. You know what? To be fair, she was getting some shit off, bro. She was getting that shit off. It was just at the wrong person. But she got that shit off, bro.
Honestly, yeah, I take that back. She is hilarious.
Hey, bro. She got that shit off all the way. The problem is she got it off on her husband, but she got that shit off, bro. She got it off.
It is sort of a self-prank.
Yeah. If this was a roast battle, it was a fatality. It was every judge voted for her, bro. Bro, it's 4-0 her way, bro.
Oof.
In hindsight, back in December, right after that Flagrant episode with Jasleen, Schulz and Charlemagne went on Brilliant Idiots and said what everyone else was thinking, and they were being dead serious. Schulz even said on the episode that Jasleen acknowledged some of the stuff she said was stupid, and that they were working on deleting the podcast. Charlemagne's response was basically, yeah, no more influencing, no more podcasting, just get her off the internet entirely. But Akaash didn't listen, or more likely, couldn't get Jasleen to listen, because after all of that, she popped up on more interviews, called the Flagrant audience racist and right-wing, said the backlash was just misogyny from people who can't handle opinionated brown women. She pulled every single fucking card in the deck. This is the audience that was funding her entire lifestyle, the Gucci, all the Pilates, the vacations, the physio, all of it paid for by Flagrant's YouTube and Patreon revenue. And she went on camera and called...
Right, because it's also, as a Patreon subscriber, like, why would you want to give money? You're like, oh, now I know that, like, part of the $3 a month I'm giving is literally just going to be wasted by this lady. So it's like, why, like... Ugh.
Them racist. That's the authentic self she was fighting so hard to express. The version of herself that publicly insults the people who pay her fucking bills. And her husband just had to sit there and watch it happen. No. Wait. He didn't just sit there and watched it happen. He said thank you, bro. And let's talk about what quitting actually...
Thank you, ma'am. Can I have another? That's that dude might like getting paddled,
means
man.
For Akaash long term, because the spin is that he's choosing stand up, and yeah, sure, he sold out Radio City Music Hall. That's a big deal. I get it.
As well. I mean, he's small, but he's not bad. I mean, I feel like a brown woman would like that now.
I don't know. Well, what was funny, and I hate when the comments are like, that's probably funnier than me, but in that podcast where she had her friend's husband on and Akaash,
that was
someone
bad.
pointed out that it was like, that's essentially just his like kind of better looking older brother.
Yeah.
Like looked kind of like him, just slightly handsomer.
It was egregious. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was pretty much just his brother who's just like 3 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that height, and who is for sure way poorer than him.
Oh yeah,
less successful than him by 1,000,000%.
I expected him to look like fucking Aladdin. Not like Jafar.
That's a good one.
Somehow, but selling venues right now doesn't mean he'll be selling them in 2 years. And everyone in the comedy world knows this. Internet comedians rely on constant online exposure to maintain their touring careers. Bert Kreischer has talked about this openly. His ticket sales exploded after multiple JRE appearances, after Two Bears One Cave blew up, after the Machine story went viral, etc., etc. That constant weekly podcast presence is what keeps the touring machine running. Without that, you just fade away. And Akaash's current ticket sales are at least partly fueled by the drama itself. People want to see the guy whose wife humiliated him, but once the curiosity wears off, You know, what's left? A comedian that most people outside of Flagrant have never heard of, with no weekly platform, no recurring online presence, and a digital footprint that's nothing but memes about his wife wanting a wife swap with her friend's 10-inch husband. That's where the audience was as well, and that's where his name recognition came from. Walking away from that, or being forced out of it, is an absolute disaster. And his online presence now is just complete ridicule. Every time someone searches his name, it's Jasleen clips, commentary videos.
We're in an online culture now. You're totally fucked. Yeah. The comments will now always be, if you start a new podcast, the whole thing is gonna be
like mine and memes. That's the kind of exposure.
This is the thing I was wanting to say real quick is
sorry.
He no, you're fine. He does a lot of his act, from what I've seen, is crowd work. It can't be nothing. Give it less than a year. It's gonna be a viral clip of somebody like, shut up, tell your wife that. He's gonna come at somebody like, bro, nigga, don't talk to, hey man, you better shut up for your wife. I tell your wife to come back over. Like, that's coming. I bet a lot of money that clip is coming soon.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna get owned super hard by somebody who like, nigga, you talking to me, you won't talk to your wife though. Like, that's coming, bro.
You don't recover from. And the message from Akaash and Jasleen was clear. You idiots all got played. None of this was serious. We're all good. But if it was all just a big misunderstanding, if Jasleen was just being tongue-in-cheek and the internet took it the wrong way, then why is Akaash quitting the podcast a few months later after an unexplained absence? Well, I guess this is him blowing everything up. This is just so fucking sad. You don't walk away from the single biggest anchor of your entire career over a joke that people misunderstood, unless it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a misunderstanding, and everything the internet said was right. Then it's a whole different situation, and quitting the podcast might actually have been the right thing to do. Just don't try and pretend like you had a choice, bro. Anyway, it looks like Andy and...
Well, that's been our episode. Any final thoughts?
R.I.P. career. Whatever the sign of the cross.
Yeah, this is a rough one, man. I want to feel bad for him, but I don't, because he could have been more of a man about this. I feel like he could have handled this better. He chose to go out this way. Hey, man, at some point, bro, niggas just started saying, bro, I like to sit in the cut chair. Cut chair. I like to sit in the cut chair, bro. I like to watch. Niggas gotta be honest about it now, man. Like, I like to watch. It's 2026, bro. You can be honest these days.
It's one of the most popular porn searches. I mean, it's like at some point, like,
is it the most popular?
We have to be accepting of a society of this. This is clearly common. I mean, like, not. It's like. Not to be a feminist or whatever, but it's like not even like handling it like a man. It's just like handle it like a comic.
Yeah.
Like just handle it.
Roast yourself. Roast her. Roast somebody, bro. Fight back. Let's fight back a little bit, bro. Fight back. This is nuts, man. Well, that's our show, man. If you liked it, subscribe, share, all that bullshit. Thank y'all. We'll be here next week. Deuces.
Toodles.